Greetings, greetings, greetings. Again, I'm your one and only Lady Marilyne Keto. We Olive Gospel Ministries. Please share the live. All right. Yes, yes. I already see us on YouTube. I don't know if you can see us. Go ahead, share this live. Let someone be blessed. Tell somebody Olive Gospel Ministries is on. Yes, go ahead, share it. Share the live. Thank you. I see we have a few of us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Keto. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank you, Sister Judith. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Thank you. We're here. Sans Kitoko, merci beaucoup, Papa Papy. Merci beaucoup. Merci pour votre disponibilité. Allez-y, partagez le live. Nous sommes en Live Gospel Ministries. Je m'appelle Lady Marilyne Keto. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler encore une fois du mariage. Oui, nous allons terminer ce mois de février avec encore un autre son sur le mariage. We'll end this month with something about marriage 101. Well, who can talk about it better than people who are in there? Someone who's in there, who's been in there, not last night, not the day before, but for some years now. Yes. And is happily married, yes. And with amazing children. I'm sure you've seen his children. I'm sure you have. But again, what he's about to do is something that's very beneficial to our brothers and sisters, and all of us, married or not married. It's sometimes good to just hear another person's perspective. I'm sure it will bless you. It will bless you if you've never had a chance to hear from a married person's perspective, not the one you do at the altar when you say, well, till death do us apart. What's the real world about it? What does a papa thinks about how it's been in reality, keeping up with those vows? We'll hear from him. Go ahead, share this live. We'll start with in a second as I'm allowing my guests to get ready before we get to talk about what's going on today. I don't know if you've heard the good news. Olive Gospel Ministries got a song out, one of the songs in the album King of Kings, and that song is Ozali Musantu. I don't know if you had a chance to hear it yet. If you haven't, let me give you a chance now to get to hear the song. I hope the sound will be on and I won't disappoint you. Let's see.
Tozala basantu lokola yo nde kolona pole Olobi tozala basantu lokola yo Yahweh Epana yo lokuta ezali te bakuta pe lisumu te po tosaka maloba na yo Epana yo lokuta ezali te bakuta pe lisumu te Ozali na yo mosantu bikela munyoso bayebi yango na likolo pe na nse You are the Halloween of God, a man of suffering. You alone are worthy to be praised. No one Bakatuku bale na mine bako kwaka mitole na bango bako gumba mela yo Ozali Toyembi tembo na yo Elohime. Seko na seko. Toyembi tembo na mwana. Seko na seko.
All right, all right. I believe you were blessed by the song. I believe you were blessed. You were blessed. In case you were not, you got a problem. Yes, thank you so much for being here, Mama Petroni, Mama Paulina, Mama Mercy. Greetings and greetings to you all. We are so blessed to have you today. So, without further ado, I believe my guest is ready and you are as well. All right, here it comes. One, two, and nah, I changed my mind. No, I'm gonna welcome him right now. Bonjour, bonjour, Prezo.
Bonjour, Maman Pasteur. Comment ça va?
Bonjour. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. We know a lot of people know you. They've seen you. They've heard of you through Praise Adonai. That has been a huge blessing to the body of Christ. Now,
Amen.
some people know you. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Papi Tsasa.
Mhm.
Actually, my real name, my official name is Kikela Papi Tsasa. But my
Okay.
mom, when I was growing up, my mom used to call me Papi, like little Papa. So, and
Oh,
everybody just started calling me Papi. So that's why I use that Papi Tsasa. But my real name is Kikela Tsasa. And
interesting.
I'm from Congo, born in
Okay.
Kinshasa, of a family of children, and
Mhm.
and
I like
now
how you laughed about that.
yes, now I'm here. I live in America. I live in Las Vegas. I'm married to a beautiful wife, Mama
We
Claire
great.
Mapela, and I have three children: Christelle
Okay.
Tsasa, Natalie Tsasa, and Joel Tsasa. And
Bless.
I'm a Christian. I love God. I love serving Him.
Interesting. Well, at first I thought you said I have two children. I was about to ask you which one did you choose to leave out?
No, I have three children. Yeah.
Okay,
Three of them.
okay.
You know, when you ask somebody to introduce themselves, sometimes you don't know, how
Wait,
to do it because I'm coming from different background. A lot of people know me as this, as that. So I'm Papi Tsasa. I'm Brother Papi Tsasa. I'm here in Las Vegas. I'm married with three kids.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
usually, since you have so many hats, how would you like to be remembered?
I'd
Because you
like to
have
be
so many
remembered
hats.
just like your brother Papi Tsasa, somebody who love serving the Lord, somebody who is a product of the love of God, and
Okay.
a good husband and a good father, a good brother, you know. That's how I would like to be remembered.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, to those who are watching us, I hope you remember him by that. Now, my main concern is about today's topic, marriage 101. Well, before we go even
Yeah.
with that deeper into that, what do you wish you knew? Okay. Before we even get there, I have so many questions. I don't even know how to go about this. Like we say, Lingala Zamba. I feel like, is that Zamba?
Yes.
Kwa?
Yes.
Tuka, how long have you been married?
Wow. I better get this right because my wife is watching. I've been
You
married
better.
for I've been married for 24 years.
2-4? You mean 24?
Yes.
2-4.
2-4.
I wish I had a hat. I would have been like this. Hat off to you.
And I've known my wife for 30 years now. So that means we were
Mm,
fiancé for 6 years, and we've been married for 24.
mm. What do you
Yes.
wish you knew before you got married?
I don't know. I wish I knew everything, but it's impossible to know everything about
Hmm.
marriage, about your wife, about, I mean, it's just impossible for me. I just think it's impossible, but I'm thankful to God because at least we spent 6 years before we got married. That was
Hmm.
enough time for us to know each other.
Hmm?
So that's what I'll say. But to say that there's something that I wish I'd known, it's really hard because every day you discover something new about your wife or your spouse, be it good or bad, but it's an everyday thing, you know. So it's a learning process that will never end.
You know, as you mentioned, 6 years of engagement, I feel like, I don't know, it brings me to the question of how long do you exactly need to date somebody before you can actually put a ring on that finger? You know, do you need six
That
years? And after the 6 years, do you feel like you
no,
actually got the person?
that actually depends on a lot of circumstances. In my case, we were both students,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, her parents wanted her to graduate first before
Mm,
she get married. You
okay.
know, so I had to respect that. So
Yes.
that's why it took 6 years. But it may also be sometimes men we are reluctant to commit. You know, sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
are very reluctant to commit. That also might have played a role in that. I know I was still a student, so I say I have to be ready before I get married. I wanted to be ready because I was saying to myself, my wife has a very beautiful family. You know, the father was not poor. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he was
Yes.
doing well, and I said that if I commit myself to marry her, then I have to take over that
Yeah,
responsibility. I have to make sure I take good care of that daughter. So all this, when I think about all this, I was like, I have to take my time and be prepared.
I see. I
Yeah.
see. Now, do you feel like after those 6 years, so you took that long, um, just because you wanted to meet some goals,
Yeah,
but in
that
general,
was my goal. Was I wanted to be ready, and most of the time, as a man, we are not ready. You know, we are not into that like
yeah,
women are. You know, women as soon
okay.
as they learn how to walk, they learn to walk, they start thinking about marriage. You know, but men
Sisters, do
sometimes
you agree with this? I would like
you
to hear
know,
from some of my
men
mothers and
men
sisters.
men is like we found ourselves into marriage. Like, wow, how did I end up here? You know, I mean, some people may not agree with me, but that's how it is. That's how it is. We always want to be ready. We always think, I was trained as an engineer, and as an
Mm,
engineer, you always think about what if, and that's why it takes a long time for people like me to make a decision on something. But
mhm.
women for them, I have to get married, and that's all. You know,
So, what is it for men again?
I say for men, it takes longer because you think you think like you want to be ready in every aspect of your life before you get married. You want to get a job. Sometimes you want to have a house and all this, and it takes long. But a woman sometimes they just want to be with their men, the men that they love. Regardless.
So,
And
why?
that
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Why should then there's a brother out there watching us who's also wondering then why should he get married if it's just to take over some responsibilities or add on to your bills, the monthly bills, and charge also by saka charge if it's in those terms. Why should a brother get married?
You should also ask me why should a brother not get married? It goes both ways,
Yeah,
You'll be
definitely.
surprised.
Why?
You'll be surprised. Most people have been married for 30 years, but they still tell you, hey, young man, stay where you are. You are free. And other people will tell you that I've been married for 10 years and I've been blessed. It all depends. It has nothing to do with the length of the marriage. Some people are married for 40 years, not because they love their wives, maybe because their wife is rich or their husband is rich, or they just stick around because of their children.
Mhm.
They want the children to have a family. Maybe the father is a good provider. There are many reasons why people stay in marriage, but it's different from staying in love. You know, I'd rather have somebody been married for 10 years and still in love than somebody who's have been married for 30 years and just hanging around for the sake of the children or any other reason. So I'll
Mm.
tell somebody who want to get married, get married because it's a blessing.
Okay.
It can change your life, but don't get married because it can kill you also. It all depends on how. what you
that?
make,
That is a
what you
beautiful
make,
thing.
it all depends on what you make of your marriage.
Okay, what you make of it.
Yes.
Hold that thought, Plezo. You know, when
Yeah.
you're talking about what you make of your marriage, addressing
Yeah.
yourself to men, it's a new
Yeah.
thing because usually when it comes to marriages, we only hear Proverb 31 woman. La femme sage, the wise woman builds a home. La femme sage
Yeah.
bâtit sa maison. Now, in this case,
Yeah.
are you going to say wise men as well build their homes?
Yeah, because there are two partners in this marriage. It's like a covenant. You are two people committed to yourself for, to live together until death set you apart. So everybody has to bring something on the table for the marriage to work, you know.
Mm,
So if you don't have that, if there's no wisdom in marriage, and the marriage will collapse. That's why I'm saying that it depends on what you make of it. Some people found it like a blessing, and some people think it's a curse.
mm, mm. Very
And
deep.
sometimes I speak to young people. I say, uh, marriage is the only topic that me personally I'll discuss with God, because I always say that God is a comedian. God is a
A
comedian. That's why
comedian,
he gave us marriage.
mm.
Just like now I'm live and answering all your questions, but before I came here, my wife told me you better behave. You know what I mean? So that's marriage. That's marriage. It's fun. It's fun. It's everything you want it to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting. That brings up to another question that one of our viewers has, which
Mm.
is about the role of men in marriage. Like you said, women are raised to be married. Now, what about men? Because the question is as follows. Um, I don't know. It's glitching a little bit. Okay. So, do men compare for a place in their wife's heart with the male figures already in the woman's life, or is it otherwise?
That's a very, very good questions. Thank God,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a topic that I wanted to talk about here. A man always, I have daughters now, and what I
Yeah.
noticed that daughters are very close to their father.
Mm-hmm.
They are always, it's like I have another mother. They come to me all the time, Daddy, where are you going? Daddy, I don't like this shirt. Daddy, let me help you. So you find that motherly love, you receive that from your daughters too. And
Yes.
that's also sometimes if they after marriage, the women, they still very close to their parents, especially their father. And
Mm-hmm.
that means that sometimes you're gonna have to fight with your in-laws, your father-in-law, just to make anything happen in your marriage.
Mm.
Because you may be talking to your wife, I want to do this. He may tell you, no, I don't think my father will like that, or my father used to do this. It's always like, because the father was like a main figure in their
Uh,
life. Like even now, my children, my daughters always say that I've set the bar very high for their future husband, because they want their
ouch.
husband to be like their father, to be able to
Mm.
provide to their need, to love them. So I would say, yeah, we're always trying to prove our in-laws, especially the father-in-law, that I'm the man now. This is my house. This is my family. I'm able
Mm-hmm.
to take care of my family. I don't need you to give me injunction to tell me what to do. I already married your daughter. I paid my dowry. So leave us alone. There's always that tension going on there. Because
So
a man will never trust another man. So I would say, like my father-in-law, I don't know, he may love me, look like that. Within himself, I know that he will never trust me 100%, because he loves his daughter, period.
yeah, no. Oh Lord, oh Lord. So you're likely to reproduce that. But again, how
No,
to
I
deal
will
with
not. I will not
are you sure?
reproduce that. Yeah, I always tell my daughters, I say, I understand what marriage is all about. And I'm a man of God. Once I marry my daughters, I know that it's over for me. They belong to somebody else. That's why they even change their name in most cases. You see,
Mm-hmm.
even when Rachel and Leah, when they left with Jacob, you can read the
Mm-hmm.
Bible. They say that let's go, because we don't feel like we belong to this family anymore, because
Mm,
our fathers already, you know, received what he asked for from Jacob, and it looks like he doesn't like us anymore. Let us go. because
Mm-hmm.
of what happened. They were married and they had to go with their husband. So that's how I
Mm,
always tell my daughters. I say, when you get married, don't worry about me. I won't be into your marriage. No, I'll pray for you, but I'll never tell you what to do or what the husband's supposed to do or is not doing. That's not my thing because I don't like it happening to me. I don't want it to happen to my kids. So that's how it is. No man will like another man to come into his marriage or his couple and tell them what to do. There's no way.
mm.
That's a macho thing. The women will never understand that, but I will never take it, and no man should take that.
Not even as if they take him as a child as well. After all, when
Yeah,
they get married, usually
yeah,
they say a man shall leave and cleave unto his wife. But usually the
yes,
wife has her own background as well that you have to consider when you go in there. So
yes.
when they welcome you, they might need to give you a few round about what to do with their daughter. No?
No, because it's marriage is me and my wife. We decide about our future. When
Mm,
you say that a man leave his father and his mother and be joined to his wife, and the Bible says they shall become one flesh. They make their
mhm.
own decision. The Bible also said that the man is the head of the house, just as Christ is the head of the church. So
Yes.
I'm the head of my house, but I still listen to my wife. I can suggest something to my wife, and we discuss. And
Hmm.
nobody else should come and tell us not to do it. That's our decision. So when you go and leave your parent and join to your wife, it's not that like you joining to your wife's family. No, just your wife. They should stay out of it.
But again, usually, I don't know. The fact is that when you marry the person, you meet also the family. You deal as well with the
Of
family.
course, of course. That's
Shows
that's why there's
you.
a difference. There's a difference between love and marriage. You
Okay,
know,
what's the
like
difference?
in Africa now, when you say you are married to somebody, you don't
Hmm.
look at the person you are married to. You look at the baggage that he brings or she brings with him or her. Because in Africa, you basically marry everybody. That's why I advise people, what, don't wait until you have the $5,000 that your in-laws are asking for. If you have $500, just go get married because they'll keep coming back to you for more money, you know?
Mm,
So don't waste your time. Just pay them whatever you have, sit down with them, and that's it. Because they are not going away. They are not going
mm.
anywhere.
So all the brothers who are waiting to make millions, here's an advice for you. Just go the way you are. But again, what if they're broke after that? If they don't have any security, financial security to sustain the family?
Then you are not a man. I'll tell it bluntly.
Okay.
A man is supposed to provide to the family's need, do whatever it takes to provide. Me, I've
Okay.
done any jobs I could find just to take care of my family. Sometimes my wife we sit me down and ask me, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I say, "You know what? People will laugh at me if you guys have no roof over your head."
Yes.
So I don't care. I'll do anything that I can do just for my family. I'll take any job.
It's good to hear that from you, from a male, because usually when female require a minimum of a job or something, they call them gold diggers and all these names, awful names. Now, there's someone who asked for you to repeat that in French. I'll suggest in Lingala as well because they say they mostly flow in French. I don't know. Can you repeat what you just said about those brothers who cannot provide for their families? Who do you consider them to be? Comment vous considérez ces hommes qui n'arrivent pas à prendre soin de leur famille financièrement ou qui n'ont pas d'emploi et
Mais
qui
moi,
veulent bien.
moi, je dirais que pour être homme, pour être un mari responsable, il faut être en mesure de prendre soin de sa famille.
Okay.
Financièrement, il faut être en mesure de supporter la famille.
Mhm, mhm. Financièrement. Donc, ça ne veut pas dire que vous êtes matérialiste ou quoi que ce soit. Non, c'est
Non,
juste.
non. You are the head of the family. Tu es la tête. Mais il faut
Mhm.
pouvoir aux besoins de la famille.
Hmm. Okay.
En tout
Très
cas,
important.
les gens peuvent me contredire, mais c'est moi, je crois que c'est même biblique, hein. C'est même biblique. Il faut voir même le cas de Jacob, Isaac, ils ont travaillé, Jacob a travaillé pour subvenir aux besoins de ces deux femmes, ces quatre femmes d'ailleurs. Donc
C'est
on ne
quatre
peut pas
femmes
dire,
en effet.
ben,
Hmm.
il avait deux femmes, Léa et Rachel, mais il y avait aussi
Mhm.
les deux servantes qui lui ont donné les enfants.
Oui,
Voilà.
exactement. Exactement. De nos jours, c'est déjà beaucoup demander le minimum.
Ouais.
Te demander encore des servantes, ça, c'est un
Que
peu trop.
comme on dit chez nous, Lingala, soko li otondi te koluka libala te.
Ah, répétez encore ça.
Soko li otondi te koluka libala te.
Notre bien-aimé Malachi Maton, je pense que vous êtes un vrai Bantou.
Ouais, ça c'est mon pasteur Malachi. Merci, pasteur.
En tout cas, un vrai Bantou. Est-ce que c'est un truc seulement Bantou ou encore chez les autres cultures, ceci est applicable? Parce que ailleurs, bon, il n'y a même pas de cette histoire de dot, hein. Il n'y a pas cette histoire de c'est l'homme qui doit pourvoir. La femme aussi est préparée à pourvoir. Qu'est-ce que vous dites de ça?
But tu sais, when you let your wife provide, it changes a
Mhm.
lot, the dynamic of your couple.
What happens? What
Les
changes?
femmes, women are not quiet when they are providing. You know what I mean? They are not quiet. They'll keep reminding you.
Interesting.
Yeah, they'll keep remind. You know, when you are the head, quand tu es la tête, you have to be able to provide. And when you provide, then you can command. You know, you
Okay.
can give orders, and people respect you. Your children will respect you. Les enfants vont te respecter parce que tu pourvois leurs besoins. You don't want a kid to come to you and say that, "Oh, what do you do for us?" You know, it hurts.
I see.
It hurts. That's what I'm saying. You know, me when you ask me question about marriage, I usually I like to be real about it. A lot of
Mm,
people we try to be spiritual. They be quoting the Bible all the time. The Bible say this, but when you are in marriage, it's a whole different world.
mhm,
You
mhm,
know, so we really have to be when we talk about marriage, we have to be sincere with ourselves. It's not easy.
mhm,
It's not
mhm.
easy.
So that brings the question, what's marriage to you then? It seems like marriage is just a whole battle. It's a battlefield that you may die in there. It's all about materials. It's harder than it.
There are no two marriages that are the same.
Okay.
Every marriage is unique.
All right.
So that means it's hard for you to take my advice and apply it to your marriage. We are different, you know. Your
Yes.
background is different than mine. Your family is different than my family. You know, your in-laws are different than my in-law. So that's what I'm saying. You know what? It's like on the job training. You get married, then you learn about your
Yeah.
marriage and you make it your own and you customize it, so to speak.
Yes. Yes. Talking about in-laws, there's a question about the in-laws here. I
Yeah.
mean, if there's trouble between issues between the father-in-law and the son-in-law and vice versa, whose responsibility is it to really ensure the new man finds a constructive place in the midst of the chaos? Literally, what to do in case there's the mother-in-law versus the daughter, or the other way around, or the sister-in-law. How to deal with that?
I will always say that you have to be a man. You have to be a man. It's not easy. That's what I'm saying. Marriage is not easy. You know, when you have an in-law who is very rich, for example, I've seen in one of I was watching the news. One of our minister back home, his daughter got married, and during
Mm.
the wedding, he came and spoke to the husband to be. He said, "If my daughter suffer from this marriage, I will take her back. I'll come and
Ouch.
take her back." You know, so he
Yeah.
expects you to treat a daughter like he treated his daughter. You have to
Hmm.
provide to the need of the daughter. That's what I'm saying. When you ask me that question, what you should know before you get married, all these things, you have to
Yeah.
understand your in-laws. you know, what type of family you want to get yourself involved in. You have to check the background, even spiritual background. You know,
Spiritual background.
a lot of people don't know that when you get married, there's a lot of things that happen spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in the Bible, Isaac's wife
Yes. Mm-hmm.
was barren.
Yes.
Sarah was barren, couldn't give birth to any child.
Yes.
You know, and the same thing happened to Abraham, Isaac's daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isaac's Rebecca was barren,
Yes.
and also Jacob, who is Isaac's son, his wife also Rachel was barren.
Yes.
And
Hmm.
if you read the Bible, you see that Leah also was barren, but the Bible didn't say it that way. But the Bible said, but when the Lord saw that Leah was unloved,
Hmm.
when God realized that Leah was not loved, the Bible says God opened her womb.
Mm-hmm.
It means that she also was barren. So now
Hmm.
you go into such a family to get married where there's a history of women not being able to give birth, you know, to give a child to those men of that family, and you get into that, what to expect?
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
something
in
that
fact,
is in the
in
family,
Lingala ici. Can you say
you
that
know.
in Lingala too or in French? Pour un bien-aimé qui nous suit et se demande.
Mama,
Marambo na yo ka anglais lekelanga.
Makambo bozolukela nga oyo. Je t'avais
Maka.
dit, this is a very complex topic.
Mhm.
Tolobi que une femme ou bien mutu alinga bala,
Mm.
faut comprendre d'abord oyeba famille oyo yozokende kokota.
Mm.
Il faut oyeba bango parce que il y a des implications spirituelles makambo oyo molimo peut-être ozomona te mais osalama. Je donne
Mm.
l'exemple, il y a famille ya Abraham, Isaac na Jacob, basi na bango nyonso bazalaki c'était des femmes stériles. Pourquoi?
Mhm.
Parce que ebandi na papa. Donc pour dire que ce côté na libala wana ba descendant ya Abraham,
Mhm.
okuta na problème wana stérilité.
Mm. Mm.
Je ne dis pas que ça continue comme ça. Ça vient un moment où ça s'arrête. Ça dépend de la personne. Ça s'arrête. Ou bien tu te maries à un homme ou bien une femme, on te dit que dans cette famille, les filles divorcent toujours.
Mm.
Histoire est ça déjà, wana.
Mm.
Toi, tu t'engages. Après, moi, c'est émission que na lembio. Donc, c'est ça que je dis qu'il faut vraiment prendre du temps. Moi, je conseille que tu as un fiançailles et Oumela, mais c'est différent par rapport à notre époque. My wife and I, we spent almost 6 years of fiançailles. C'est pas parce que, as I said, it's not because we wanted that to happen that way. It was more because of the circumstances. Like when we were growing up, it was hard to get in touch with your fiancé every day because there was no phone. So it took 2, 3, 4 years to get married. But nowadays, people are in touch every day, FaceTime, you're on the phone. So maybe 1 year should be enough, I think, to know everything you want to know about your wife and the family.
Hey, preso. En tout cas.
En bref, Mama, I'll tell you that this is complicated. It depends from one marriage to another one.
It depends from a marriage to another one. But again, we're just giving an overall that can help someone get started, and then you can customize it as we just talked about here. Whoa, now the big question, Prezo, is how to get married in this case. There's so much things to consider. Where should, if a brother wants to get married today, what should he make sure? What if there's boxes to check? Qu'est-ce qu'il doit d'abord se rassurer d'avoir avant d'abord d'y arriver pour finalement devenir marié? Comment s'y prendre?
My daughter is here looking at me now. I have to behave. Anyway, she doesn't understand Lingala, so we can speak. No, she does. What I would say is, even when you look in the Bible, you read through the Bible, you see that most of the criteria for all the men that got married in the Bible, they were trying to find beautiful wives, beautiful.
Now, beautiful is subjective, Prezo.
No, I'm talking about the appearance first.
Hold up. You're not talking about the inside. You're talking
I'm
about the
not talking about the inside. I'm talking as a man. I'm not talking as a woman here. I'm talking as a man.
as a man.
The Bible says that when Jacob went to get married, he chose Rachel.
Uh-huh.
Jacob chose Rachel because the Bible says Leah had beautiful eyes, but Rachel was beautiful of form and appearance. I
En
don't see
tout
where
cas,
they talk. They
l'apparence.
didn't talk about the heart. No, it's like a man is like, I like what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Okay, sisters,
That's
let's
where
keep up
everything
with the
starts.
makeup.
That's where everything starts. I like what I see,
I like what I see.
and then I want to know more about the person.
Mm-hmm. En
Period.
tout
And
cas,
that's why all along Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah.
I
Why?
can't believe
Because she
you have
was
someone to
beautiful.
back you up. Someone backed you up. Papa Papy foot. Is it because you twins? It's like Makasi, vrai chérie. Really? Is that
Exactly. I don't want to be somewhere where people say, look at her, the wife is ugly. No. I
Oh,
want a
I
very
can't believe
beautiful
Papa
wife.
Noble is also agreeing with you. Amen.
Amen.
Preach
And
on.
and, and Papa Noble has a beautiful wife, and my
Oh
sister
my
Andy Blessings, beautiful woman, and that's what
Oh
it is.
my God. Interesting. Wow.
I don't know if
It-
I'm lying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People are trying to fool everybody by quoting Bible verses, saying this and that. No, look, no. First of all, it's biblical. First of all, is
Oh.
the appearance. Do
Mm-hmm.
you like what you see?
Mm-hmm.
If you do, then you continue. Try to know more. So the first on the checklist will be how the lady or here, if I have to be neutral, say how the other spouse or the man or the woman look. If you like what you see.
So pretty much to all the sisters about Tula, check how you look. Is that what we
No,
should say?
we also say the beauty is in the eye of the behold, right? That's how they say it.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a woman that me I may found not attractive, but somebody else we love her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's deep, but I want the one that I found attractive, the one that I found beautiful. That's the one I'm gonna go after.
So don't blame anymore for makeup. Oh, makeup are deceptive and all this and that. Oh, wigs and all this and
Speaking
that.
about the makeup, nowadays you see a woman very beautiful. You find them somewhere, maybe in the nightclub. They're all beautiful, but you don't know if they went through surgery,
Mm-hmm.
cosmetic surgery. You don't know.
Exactly.
You have to find out.
How? How now? That's another question. Since it's
Ask
the outside.
questions. Ask questions. That's why you have that time of preparation, fiancé, for you to
Mm-hmm.
ask all the right questions.
Bon,
You're
étant
gonna
donné,
end up having ugly kids. Then you ask yourself, those kids they don't look like us because you don't know how your spouse looked like before you got married.
that's a good one. That's a
Yep,
really good one.
that's the truth, Mama. I'm sorry, but I have to say the way it is.
So you're not looking for a virtuous woman? No. You're not
That may
looking for
come
a
after,
virtuous
but
woman?
the first one on my list, you asked about the checklist.
Yes. Okay. Oh,
I
my
say
bad.
the
All right.
first one is what you see.
No prayer. So it's not a woman who's shika ba 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 ba. No.
I will
It's
pray after I see what I like, then I start praying.
uh-huh.
Or I can pray, say, God, send me a beautiful woman, and then God will send me some. I look and I say, wow, this one is beautiful. Then I start from there.
Hey, I can't believe you have some papa backing you up here. I can't believe this. Outside beauty will
Let
attract
me
you
tell you,
and
let
about
me tell you, Mama Marilyne, if you allow me to say this.
please feel free.
Women, it's a process for them to love somebody or to be attracted to somebody. There's a lot that going on. They may
Okay.
look at the way you talk. Oh, he has money. He has this. Oh, that guy is. No, man is one thing and one thing only. We start with. It's how you look. When I like
Hey,
what I see, everything starts from there.
this is a good one. This is a good one. Hey,
Yes.
and to that, sisters, please fix the display, improve it, update it.
And that's why a lot of marriage got into trouble, because the woman doesn't want to they don't take care of themselves anymore. They don't care about their appearance anymore, because they say, you know what, I gave him 5 kids, 10 kids, we've been married for 30 years, so what? No, that's what I'm saying. There are people who stay married not because they are still in love. It's just because that's it, they are used to being married. There's no
Oh, now there's
every
a
age,
question here.
at every age, every stage of your life, you can still make yourself beautiful. I'm speaking to women right now.
Mm, mm,
You can still
mm.
make yourself beautiful at every stage of your life.
Okay.
There are beautiful women at 80. There are beautiful women at 60. There are beautiful women at 50. Beautiful women at the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it up.
Huh. Keep it up. Keep the fight.
Yes.
Now the question here is, well, before we take the question, there's another comment here. Well,
Mm.
il faut une femme qui est naturellement belle au-dessus de la moyenne. Papa, papi, Kafuti,
Exactly.
c'est pas la moyenne.
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly,
true
Mondoi.
question. Hein?
Nicely put. That's what it is, Mondoi. Il a bien dit. Elle doit
I
être
can't
belle,
believe
au-dessus de
this.
la moyenne.
C'est quoi la moyenne au juste, papa? C'est quoi la moyenne?
It all
Si la
depends on
moyenne.
my criteria. Mama,
Pardon?
there are things, Mama, let me tell you, when
Mm-hmm.
we speak about marriage,
Uh-huh.
there are things I cannot say here online. As a
Okay.
man, there are things we look after on a woman. I have my
Mm.
own criteria. This is what I want to see, on my woman. That's me. Everybody has their own criteria that
En
they look. When
général.
the way I appreciate beauty is different from the way my brother Papi Kafuti does. You know?
When it comes to beauty appreciation, when we are at
Yeah.
it right now, maybe can Pierre babe Sarah beauté, Pierre et bon beauté
Maman,
aussi.
je te dis, il y a des gens, they are very expensive, they are very beautiful, but they use 99 cents soap.
Mm.
Je te dis,
Okay.
I've used this so many times. I go anywhere. It's all about what works for me. I don't care about the price, but what works on me. When I use this soap, it's working. I don't care whether it's 99 cents or $17 or $50. The bottom line
Uh-huh.
is, if my wife likes it, I don't care whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
it,
can't
it,
believe
it has
finally.
nothing to do. Sometimes to keep yourself beautiful has nothing to do with the money. I can have this shirt. You may say, "Oh, Prezo, I like your shirt." Somebody may think it's a Calvin Klein or whatever. I will tell you, no, I bought it from Walmart.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Whoa.
it's about what I see. It's not about what behind that beauty that I see. I don't care. It's just what I see. When I see you, I don't care whether you spend a lot of money or not, but it's all about what I see with my eyes.
I can't believe Papa Bernard even got it in Chiluba for us. For us who don't
Amen.
understand this, it's like on Chiluba
Amen.
on Muka Jinkambela, Wasungula Kadika Kola.
You
A
you
woman
know,
is like a peanut in a shell. When the shell is hard, that means that the seed of peanut is good and ready.
I
Interesting.
I can make you laugh and make our audience laugh. I had a friend who used to tell me that as a couple, they didn't want to hang out with an ugly couple. You know what I mean?
This is
They
a
hang
good.
out with beautiful couple. Like they want, when you go out, they say, "Wow, is that your friend?" Yeah. Oh, he has a beautiful wife too. That's what they like to see. They don't want to hang up with people with not beautiful wives. So it's very
But
important. It's very
beauty is
important.
not it's not like COVID. It's not transmissible. If you're ugly on your own, you are.
Mama,
That's
you
the
are
thing.
married. You are married because in the eyes of your husband, you are the most beautiful woman. Trust me. That's
Amen
all.
to that. Amen
That's
to
all.
that.
I
I
don't care
agree.
if you're a woman of God, you are always on fire, you speak in different tongues. I don't
Mm,
care. You are married to
amen.
him because in his eyes, you are the most beautiful woman.
This is
And when
interesting.
I'm talking about beautiful, I'm talking about the appearance.
Appearance. I can't
Yeah.
believe we have a mother who agrees with you as well. Dr. Mimi, do you agree with this? She does. She's like,
Amen,
well,
Mama Mami Mandela. Thank you so much.
she's like, we appreciate beauty differently. She agrees with that. And
Yes.
literally what she meant was she likes, do you like what you see? That's what she meant. Do you like what you
Yes.
see? I
Yes.
can't believe this. Well, sisters, after you shika, blah, 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 make sure you're outside. The
That let me tell
team
you,
on fire as well.
that doesn't help. Shika bara bara whatever doesn't help. Be
But again,
beautiful.
so we
Mhm.
can't be one-sided here. The same way we like the peanut shell to be hard for the sisters, we also want to
No,
make sure that the
Mama,
husband.
we talking to people who are not married yet. That was their question. I'm
Oh
telling them
yeah.
first on my list, it has to be
Hmm.
beautiful. Something that's a woman that you like, you love, the appearance, what you see, the eyes, the
Would
cheeks, the whatever.
would you say the
Can we
same
move
about
on, please? Can we move on? I told you this
when
topic can take us a whole year and we
we
never
don't
finish.
we won't be moving out of this physical appearance one that you brought up. I didn't. You did. Now there's a question here. We cannot just talk about only the sisters, and then you have all these beautiful women married to some. I don't want to be rude, but a lot of brothers give up on their physical appearances before they even married. They're just like, oh, mobile in their push, mobile in their boy. Don't
Exactly.
do like that, sisters.
That's the mistake. We're talking about a true marriage, a marriage that will last. You know,
Yes.
when you love a man for what he has, but you don't like what you see,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a problem. What happened? What happened? One day you're gonna have that money to yourself too. You know, because a good man will provide to his wife need and he may say, oh, I open an account for you, this is your car, this is this, and what's going to end up is go find another man that will be more beautiful than your man because your man was not the most beautiful person on earth.
Mm,
So you're going to go find somebody else and still married to that man. That's when infidelity comes in.
yes. Yes.
You know, you start saying
Yes.
that this is not the, I only liked him or loved him because of his money. And what
Mhm,
if he lost that money? He doesn't have it anymore. He goes broke,
mhm, mhm.
you know?
You, you know, honestly, it's important on both sides. Then, in that case, to have the physical appearance attract, compatibilities, because
Yes.
that's when you have, only the either the wives or the husband going into parties alone. You
Yeah.
just have the wife walk by herself or post pictures
That
by herself.
that's one also it's a big thing, you know, how to maintain a healthy marriage. Those
Mm-hmm.
are one of the things you need to maintain a healthy marriage. You know, a husband or a wife after work, you should feel like I'm going home to my spouse, you know? That should be
Mm-hmm.
your first reaction. I can't wait to go home. But when you say, let me stop somewhere, stop, drink some beer, or go see my friend before I get home, because once I'm home there, it's this and that, that means the marriage is not healthy anymore. You know,
Mm-hmm.
your woman is supposed to be somebody that you feel comfortable being with. You have fun. You have to have fun with your woman. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a good marriage is where people laugh all the time. You know, you can't wait to talk to your husband. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't want to feel your husband close to you anymore, your wife, then you have a problem.